Bangladesh will be looking to eke out a consolation win in this final game of this tour.
So Nigar is going to flip the coin.
It's heads.
It's set. Harman, you have won the toss. 3 questions in a row. What's your decision? Why? And what's your thought on the wicket?
Well, we're going to bat first.
India have won the toss and they have decided to bat first.
Out go Murshida Khatun, Marufa Akhtar and Habiba Islam Pinky, the teenager. And in come Nigar Sultana Jyoti with some and the changes she's decided to go for in this 5th and final T20i. No Marufa Akhtar.
They were struggling to score runs. Shefali Verma, only 30 runs in 3 matches. Smriti Mandhana, on the other hand, she scored here in Bangladesh, but the venue was different. It was in Mirpur Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium.
And the only Bangladeshi woman to take 2 T20I hat-tricks, who will be steaming in from the media box end. Facing her would be the right-handed Shefali Verma. 5 fielders on the offside, all inside the circle. It's time for play to begin.
Straight away with a single or a couple of runs. Yes, they have managed to pick a couple of runs on that occasion, bisecting between 2 fielders. They have observed her using her feet.
Slightly short and punched off the back foot by Shefali Verma. Intercepted by Nahida Akhtar, the vice-captain, at point against Shefali Verma. Wide, and Shefali Verma will give it an humpty. She clears the infield. A couple of bounces and it goes all the way for a 4. Some way to welcome the bowler, that is.
Yes, exactly. So just getting on top of the ball on that occasion, Shefali Verma. It was serving on a plate like an invitation, and she accepted the invitation very well, Shefali Verma. It was a piece of a cake for batter like her.
Full and played with style and authority by Smriti Mandhana. Gets a well-deserved boundary. The India vice-captain. Lot of authority in that stroke. It is as if to tell the bowler, hey, you bowl me in that area, I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night and hit you exactly in that fashion every single day of the week.
I'm not going to wait, says Smriti Mandhana on that occasion. Pitching it up. It was a juicy half volley. Got the room on that occasion. There was a fielder. Once again, pitching it up. The fielder is searching for the ball, taking the aerial route. Missed the opportunity. There were 2 fielders chasing for the ball. But on that note, she missed.
A lifeline for Smriti Mandhana. Used her feet. Wanted to be aggressive again. Got only the toe end of the bat. Ended up skying it towards Shorna Akhtar. There was Rabia Khan also for today. Comes down the track and gives it a nice blow. Will pick up another boundary. There it is. You took my wicket for sure in the previous game, but it's a new day. The sun is out and the tide could turn today, says Shefali Verma with that absolutely delightful stroke.
The trajectory, what I have been mentioning from the very early stage, you cannot always afford to bowl in a flighted trajectory for Shefali Verma. Sometimes you have...
Gives it a nice little rip, but so does Shefali Verma, and it is taken. Farihat Krishna was stationed at that very position for that shot in the leg side, and Sultana Khatun strikes. Shefali Verma's early aggression doesn't bring in those rewards as she would have expected in this final game, and the India youngster has to depart. She perishes for a runner ball 14. A good take at long on by Farihat Krishna.
She has been over ambitious at times. Shefali Verma, on the last occasion, she tried to clear long on, but this time she was caught in the deep. Shefali Verma goes for 14.
Mandhana gives it the charge and brings out that trademark inside out all the way. It indeed has.
Inside out, taking the charge on that occasion, Smriti Mandhana. Just look at the shot. Clearing the infield, clearing the boundary, playing the ball across the line, playing with the turn. Skied it towards extra cover.
A short ball, and there is a misfield through the legs of Sharna Akhtar, and Mandhana will pick up another boundary. A 6 followed up by a 4, and the good over is now turning into an expensive one.
As we have been informed by our statistician Rifat Emil, he has mentioned the last 6 Smriti Mandhana hit. It was her 106th. Thinks that this is a very good pitch to bat on. Straight away, trying to clear infield, and she cleared infield, also clears the boundary. Welcome, Mazhar. Good afternoon.
Very good afternoon, Syed Abid Hussain Sami. Again, coming down the track, Smriti Mandhana. It's the last over of the power play, and the batters would love to score a lot of runs. India. Oh, that was very close. Drifting down to the leg side, but I really feel it was very close to hit that stump. Hands on the head, no signal by the umpire.
Missing the stump, missing the wicketkeeper, raises away towards the boundary. Bonus runs for Team India. And as you mentioned, in the very first ODI, India managed to put up a decent score. And let me remind you, it was in this particular surface. As Harmanpreet Kaur mentioned, that it's a go-on surface, as it was mentioned earlier by the chief pitch curator, Tony Hemming. But now mix the flight and clears infield, raises away towards the boundary. As I was mentioning, that Indian batters, they have become very much comfortable with the trajectories which is coming flighted towards them. But on the previous occasion, we saw the ball pulled in a flatter direction, flatter trajectory. It's been quite unsettled for the Indian batters.
Right, it was right in her arc. It was not that short, but Smriti Mandhana tried to manufacture that one. It hurried on to her. Does well in the end to get a single. India are going at a very good rate. Close to 8 runs per over. They're all set to post a good total on the board, and they got the start. It was a lot flatter this time by Nahida. They need to break this partnership. This partnership is looking really dangerous for Bangladesh. Oh, nicely bowled. Got a bit of turn as well and given. Smriti Mandhana looking back onto the stumps, but Nahida, we were talking about her knack of breaking partnerships. There it is for Bangladesh.
She's been doing this for a very long time, Nahida Akhtar, for Bangladesh. On that occasion, the ball was nipping back in towards Smriti Mandhana. Was very much impressed by the turn, but the ball kept a bit low on that occasion. Watching the action replay, it was a tossed-up delivery. Smriti Mandhana tried to whip the ball away towards mid-wicket. It was a sharp turn by Nahida Akhtar. Umpire Ali Arman Rajan raises up his finger. Smriti Mandhana has to depart. She has to depart with a pass mark of 33, conceding 25.
Himalata comes down the track. I don't think she connected properly and handed straight to the fielder. And Trishna, oh boy, what have you done? It was a dolly and she grasped it. Bangladesh need to grab those opportunities. You have just picked up a wicket. They got another chance, and this time it was dropped. It was rather a straightforward chance there at deep, long off. Oh boy, you need to grab those opportunities. Welcome, Jannatul Shumona. Himalata goes again. Again, it's in the air. Again, it falls short of the fielder. Too many opportunities being missed by Bangladesh. But this one is a lot difficult than the previous one. But the Bangladeshi bowlers won't be happy giving away those opportunities provided by the Indian batters.
Brilliant bowling by Rabia. Unfortunately, fielder couldn't take it, but that's a very good bowling by Rabia.
Use of the feet again, Hemalata. This time she connects well, but there is a cushion in the deep. Shorna was the fielder at the deep. Again, nicely bowled, but very good running. Direct hit might have been interesting. But you are putting the pressure onto the fielder. Whenever there is no boundaries, best you can do to rotate the strike and put pressure on the fielding side. It was a good take by Trishna. I think she made it. Very good running between the wicket in the end by Harmanpreet, batter and bowler. Again trying to manufacture play that over the head of the deep square leg fielder and finds the boundary. Boundary after 23 deliveries for India to end the over. 7 runs from it. India 78 for 2 after 11. And with this, we have a change in voice in the commentary box.
In T20Is,
Trying to take the aerial route. Clears fielder at long on. Sixer. This is what she is known for, Hemalata.
absolutely. The intent was on show in the previous shots as well, but the timing is what she was wanting in. This time around though, she connects it delightfully and it went all the way over the ropes for a 6.
The most important part was Hemalata. She went across according to the flight, but while executing the shot, she cleared and she gave chance on those kind of deliveries. Now try to manufacture, sweeps it away towards mid-wicket for a boundary. That's good cricket.
There are few batters in the international women's game who can sweep as well as the India captain. Ends the over with a boundary, and after 12, India are 92 for 2. This time around, though, it was Dalan Hemalata, I beg your pardon, not Harmanpreet Kaur. Very good timing on that. Lunged. And she's starting to middle the ball really well, is Hemalata, after those early hits and misses.
Steered it away towards sweeper. There is a long chase for the fielder, but the ball wins the race on that occasion. Harmanpreet Kaur, she's just punched it away. It was a sweet timing, sweet placement. Got the gap.
A square drive from the India skipper. A little bit of indecision in terms of whether to go on the front foot or the back, but the precision was there.
Wow! Bisecting between two fielders, taking the aerial route, taking the charge, inside out cover drive by Harmanpreet Kaur, raises the waist towards the extra cover boundary. That's good cricket. So beautiful.
Out comes the Victor Trumper-esque backlift and that superlative backswing, free flow of the arms. And when Harmanpreet hits into the offside like that, they remain hit in a very...
There's good presence of mind on that occasion by Harmanpreet Kaur. This is where experience comes from. Raises away towards the boundary a bit late. She waited for the delivery. The ball was shaping in. She just waited and just a tickle of the bat on that occasion. Just look at the replay. Going back and across, waiting for the ball. It was shaping away. Just a tickle of the bat.
Deft touch from Harmanpreet. Lunged on her back foot. Great transference of the weight. There was no protection there in the third region in the deep. And it translates off the left arm spinner.
Now taking the charge, trying to clear the long off region, and she clears it. Taking the aerial route, it was a tossed up delivery by Nahida. She played the ball along with the turn. Well executed.
Hemalata connected it superbly, got hold of it, and it sailed over.
Talking about the evolution of the game, the batters nowadays are very much focused on big hittings. As we're observing the IPL, that's brilliant. Now try to whip the ball away towards square leg. Finger is up. There was a huge appeal by the fielders and umpire Sajidul Islam, who raises his finger. That's what we were talking about, me and Mazhar. Harmanpreet Kaur, she has the tendency to whip the ball, sweep the ball away towards square leg and mid wicket. She has this kind of go on shot. Sometimes when she misses, it becomes dangerous for her. Lost her wicket on that occasion.
Studious off the field and effective with the ball in hand on 8. Dismisses Harmanpreet Kaur for a 24 ball 30.
Changing the bowling, Rabia Khan straight away with the wicket. Yes, it is. Shobana Mustari standing right in front of the boundary, waiting for the ball. It was coming towards her and she has taken the catch. 4th wicket goes down for India. Hemalata, she has to depart. Tossing it up towards the stump corridor. Hemalata tried to take the aerial route, tried to clear long on that occasion. Shobana Mustari, she was waiting, and at last she has grabbed the opportunity.
Bangladesh's most prolific leg spinner in the past 12 months strikes again, picks up her 20th wicket during this period, has gone on to take the wickets of some of the giants of the current modern day game in Chamar Yatapatu.
Big appeal, and finger goes up. It was quite expected by the umpire on that occasion. A flatter trajectory delivery. The batter, Sajana, she went back and across, did not judge the length, did not judge the flight, did not judge the trajectory, and also did not judge the pace. The ball kept low. Just look at the action replay. She was a bit confused. She was trying to take the aerial route, trying to come forward, but suddenly realizing the trajectory, she had to go back. But in between, she lost the shape, she lost the time, she has to depart.
Sultana to continue. Short ball. Rocks onto her back foot. Right, just been confirmed. Last 4 overs, Bangladesh conceded 23 runs and picked up. Down the leg side, swept away and will get a boundary. Boundary after a while for India. And it came off the bat of Richa Ghosh.
That's a gift. If you saw the pitch up outside the leg and swept it away, and it's 4 runs.
With fine leg up inside the circle, it's very difficult for a bowler to stop that boundary. Easy for the batter to just pass the fielder and get the boundary. Shot pulled away. No fielder in the deep and will get a boundary. Boundary of the very first ball of the over. So pressure back onto the bowler.
Bowler have to be very careful because of the fielding set up. If you saw the fielding set up, there have no square leg.
This time Richa Ghosh goes for the sweep and gets the boundary. A very good shot indeed from Richa Ghosh. She moved on to 19 of 12 deliveries. First boundary of the over as well. It's just been confirmed. It's the second boundary of the over. Thank you, Jannatul Shumona. So India inching towards 150. Maybe they are eyeing someone near 160. And with Richa Ghosh hitting those boundaries often, 165. That's a very good shot. She knew where the fielders were. Neither to bowl the final over. A bit of shot on that occasion, but very good field setup, I must say, by Nigar Sultana Jyoti. There's a deep extra cover.
Point and cover, and also an extra cover. Now she finds the gap. But there was a fielder in place in deep backward square leg region. Picks up the single. Interesting field setup, Mazhar. In the offside, inside the inner.
Comes down the track. She connects it really well and gets the sixer. That's a powerful stroke from Richa Ghosh.
This is where Nahida made the mistake, as we were mentioning about the trajectory of the bowler. Tossing it up, forcing the batter to come forward. She went across the line. After that, she cleared her front leg. Cleared long off on that occasion. That's been brilliant by Richa Ghosh. She's known for those kind of big hits. Had a decent enough WPL. Winning matches for her team.
Try to sweep that one. Dot ball to finish the innings. Last over costed 9 runs for Nahida, but India will be happy to post 156 for 5 after 20 overs. And the last 2 overs, India managed to score 20 runs, where they managed to pick 3 wickets, conceding 23 runs between over number 13 to 17, and that put the brake on the Indian innings, where at one point they were eyeing somewhere near 165 to 70.
Sajeevan scored 1 of 3 deliveries. Dipti Sharma scored 5 out of 9 deliveries. End of it, end of 20 overs, India scored 156 for 5.
Right, we are back here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium, where India go on to post 156, batting first against Bangladesh. Just to remind our viewers, it's the 5th and final T20i of the 5-match T20 series between India and Bangladesh. It's going to be a tough ask for Bangladesh to chase the target of 157 of 20 overs. Batting has been a concern so far for Bangladesh throughout the series.
Yes, as you mentioned, Mazhar Omi, batting has been a matter of concern for Bangladesh. On that particular tournament, Dilara Akhtar playing her 10th T20 international. On the other hand, change in the lineup, Shobhana Mustari, the lone left-handed batter into the side. Titash Sadhu, she's been good in the left-hand, right-hand combination.
First ball of the innings, good one, good start by Titash, just outside the off stump, tempting the bat. Dilara and Bangladesh are off the mark.
What has been the right area, the right line to bowl a batter in a T20 match? That has been a debate. Few of the experts say you have to maintain the line. Once again, got the edge on that occasion. Gets past the slip fielder for a single. This has been a common strategy by Titash Sadhu, and it's quite predicted for the batter, Mazhar.
But it's difficult for the batters to play, to be very honest. Ball shaping away from the right-hander with the new ball.
Now this time going down to leg side, a big appeal by the fielders. Height might be the factor, and yes it is. Height was the factor, darted back the length on that occasion. Tried to whip the ball away towards square leg, Dilara. It has been the lone delivery which was going down the leg side in this particular over. Slight change of plans, as we earlier mentioned.
Nicely driven by Shobhana. Boundary for Bangladesh. It was full. Yes, it was wide, but needs to put that away, and she put that away in style.
Exactly so. Just getting on top of the ball on that occasion. Played like an invitation, and she accepted the invitation very well, bisecting between two fielders. The most important part was getting on top of the ball. She had a back and across movement. Getting on top, execute the shot. Once again, finds the gap, bisecting between two, raises the way towards the boundary. That's brilliant cricket by Shobhana Mustari.
This was even better. Back-to-back boundaries by Shobhana Mustari, but it was not that full. She had to lean onto that one. Look at that pose after playing that shot. A very confident looking batter. Shobhana Mustari, promoted up at the order. She's got a job in her hand to provide a good start for Bangladesh. Can she deliver today? Back-to-back boundaries.
Banging shot, whipped, finds the gap towards the fine leg. One bounce for Shobhana Mustari. She is having a good time, a good party time. Moves on to 13 as Bangladesh moves on to 15 for no loss.
The third boundary of the over. The fine leg was wide, and she played that fine. She's been in very good touch right from the start of her innings. It's been a very good over so far for Bangladesh, and the bowler.
Wickets. Now got the room, got the freebie. Tried to clear the fielder, but on that occasion, has she caught it? Yes, she has. Radha Yadav. Exactly so, the ploy, the plan has worked for Titash Sadhu, forcing the batter to play her shots. Wider line delivery, shaping away from the right-hander, and the batter paid the price to play the shot, caught in the point region.
It was brilliantly taken by Radha Yadav at point. Yes, it was short, it was wide, it was firmly struck by Shobhana Mustari. But look at that catch, look at that effort. Full stretch dive on the off, on her right side. and making sure she got both hands onto it. That's nicely taken by Radha Yadav. Tita Sadhu draws first blood for India. And they picked up the big wicket of Shobhana Mustari, who was looking good for her 13 of just 9 deliveries. Bangladesh lost their first on 19.
Left hand, right hand combination.
Drifting down to the leg side, missed everyone, missed the batter, missed the wicket keeper, and inching towards the fence. No. Asha in the deep does well to stop that one. No signal from the umpire. Interesting.
I think that might brushed, ensuring on the action replay there was no brushing onto her pads. Quite surprising.
I think it hit her on her gloves, Sami. That's why the umpire didn't. Full outside off stump, nicely driven by Rubaya. What a brilliant stroke from the left-hander.
I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to wait. As soon as you pitches it up, give me the room. I will provide a boundary. Bisecting between two fielders, raises away towards the boundary. There is a vacant place in the sweeper. Well shaped, threw her hands away. But on that note, she got ample amount of time to execute that particular shot. Boundary to finish the over. It's been another fine over from Bangladesh, although they have lost one.
Catch it is the call. Couldn't connect it properly and hand it straight to Vasrakar at mid-off. Bangladesh loses their second wicket. And it's Dillara who got dismissed after scoring 4, trying to cut loose, trying to clear the fielder mid-off. But there was no power and no connection in the end. And eventually had to take the long walk back. Bangladesh losing wickets. In a very quick succession, they lost the first wicket of Shobhana Mustari in the previous over, and now Dilara also back in the hut. So both the openers for Bangladesh are back in the pavilion. And she departs after scoring 4.
Pulled away by Nigar Sultana Jyoti. Clears the fielder inside the circle. Titash Sadhu cuts it off. Nigar will pick up a couple. And after the end of the power play, Bangladesh are 36 for 2. Let's never give up.
Now the batter has not given up on that occasion. Clears the infield, clears the boundary. It was tossed up, forcing the batter to come forward. She leaned onto the drive. On that occasion, she dancing down the wicket. Just see the shape of the batter. She went across, but in between, she managed to put up a very good timing.
Got to the absolute. Flighted and castled. Radha Yadav has clean bowled the Bangladesh captain with aplomb. Nigar with that line of that delivery. The middle stump of Sultana. Nigar Sultana Jyoti has to depart for just 7 runs.
Between her and other players here.
Flighted, and there is a loud appeal for leg before wicket, and the finger goes up. Radha Yadav has a 3-4 to her name in this 5th and final T20i. An absolute talisman is the left-hander turning out to be on this tour. Her comeback tour as far as her place in the Indian side goes. Got the wicket of Nigar Sultana Jyoti, and now it's time for Rubaya Haidar Jilik to depart. Bowling into the stumps, has varied her lines and lengths with aplomb, and the rewards are there for everyone to see.
From here.
Swivel pull and taken by Harmanpreet Kaur. She's claiming the catch. The Indian players are swarming around her. A good low forward diving take from the India captain. Was stationed at short mid-wicket, pulled with disdain by Shorna Akhtar. And there it is, a superlative take by one of the best and most agile fielders in the Indian side, Harmanpreet Kaur, the India captain.
First wicket for Asha Shobhana, little bit shorter length, but hit it straight to the short mid wicket, and Harman took it very good catch. Bangladesh can bat 20 overs this time.
A wide delivery from Radha Yadav, and the batters will scamper across for 2 runs. The throw came in from the deep. Shreyanka Patil, who's not part of the playing 11, was briefly on the field. This time it was Smriti Mandhana who was doing the cleaning up at deep point. Now these batting deficiencies. Oh, that's a wayward delivery from Radha Yadav. Way outside the reach of the wicketkeeper, Richa Ghosh. Radha herself cannot believe it. Probably slipped out of her hands.
Looks like she tried to do something different, little bit variation, and lose her control. And it's a wide and 4 runs gift for the Bangladeshi team.
Comes down the track and will give the charge to the left-hander. Ritu Moni picks up her first boundary of the innings against the run of play. So back-to-back boundaries. One coming off buys and the other off the bat of Ritu Moni of consecutive deliveries. And suddenly a good bowling spell is being spoiled.
They want to give the benchers some game time. Now bisecting between 2, finds the gap. The chase is on for Asha. Dives in, but unfortunately the ball had enough legs to raise us away towards the boundary.
Yes, it was not that short, but she manufactured well and finds the gap really well between the short third man and backward point region. Played that late and also used the pace of the bowler. Sajna looking a bit disappointed.
Now finds the gap, beats the fielder. Asha was placed herself into the deep third man region, could not get onto it. You were mentioning about the dot deliveries, and yes, there the skill comes. And the skill to rotate the strikes, the skill to find out the gaps. They need to work on those kind of things.
Got that width. Again, backs away, plays that late, plays that fine, and back-to-back boundaries for Bangladesh and Ritu Moni.
Just guiding it towards its direction on that occasion, Ritu Moni. Bang in shot by Pooja Vastrakar. She got the room. It was well manufactured. Got up on her toes, placed the ball towards third man region. There was a vacant place. The deep third man fielder was much wider.
Again, flighted delivery, full toss, couldn't connect it properly. But it will fall in no woman's land. Smriti Mandhana returns that to wicketkeeper Richa Ghosh. Ritu Moni moves to 30 of 23. She has been showing intentions. She has been looking for some quick runs. But she needs that support from the other end.
Exactly so. And also, it required some muscle power from Ritu Moni on that occasion. She cleared the...
Shot pulled away in the air. And a valiant effort in the end. Ritu Moni will get another boundary. First ball boundary hit. Pressure onto the bowler. Probably hurt herself in the process and probably broken her sunglasses.
Shreyanka Patil on that occasion, the 12th fielder, the substitute fielder. She pulled it away towards mid-wicket region.
B. Slogged that away. Sharifa. Oh, sloppy by Smriti Mandhana. Not the type of standard she has set so far in her career. She will surely be really disappointed. And with that boundary, the partnership goes to 51.
In T20 international cricket, this is the first time the 6-wicket partnership have gone past 50.
Where she has taken 1 wicket, at least. Bangladesh continue to find the runs, and India's sloppiness in the field continues.
partnership is looking good for Bangladesh. Ritu Moni showing intentions, looking for those boundaries. The chase is still on. Yes, Bangladesh are in
4 for 5 at that point in time. A loopy delivery has been castled, loses her middle and off stump does Ritu Moni, falls too short of her highest T20i score, and breaking this 50+ stand is Asha Shobhana. A much needed breakthrough, pretty much against the run of play, as Ritu Moni tried to chop it off the back foot.
a big wicket for India. Ritu Moni was looking good. Once again, trying to cut loose, eyeing for some room, but Asha was equal to the task. She bowled onto the stumps and hits the timber. Ritu Moni departs after a well-played 37 of 33. Bangladesh 109 for 6.
World Cup to their name. Comes down the track, gives it the Humpty, and evades the fielder. It's a dropped chance. Shelled by Pooja Vastrakar. She was clearly sprinting in the right direction, but these are the chances that India need to take if they are to stand a chance to win a World Cup.
Rightly pointed out. It was a difficult opportunity though. She was moving towards her right, but the standard the Indian team has set so far, these opportunities need to grab.
You wouldn't expect an Australia to Titash's idol. Up and over, had enough muscle, but another chance gone a-begging. Was a difficult chance for certain. These catches keep finding Pooja Vastrakar in that V, but she's unable to get hold of them, cling onto them. This was the more difficult chance of the two she's had so far.
Purely bad day for her, and she would like to forget as well.
Rabia Khan skies it towards the fielder and falls short of Deepti Sharma, who dived in front. Did she carry? Did the ball carry all the way to Deepti? Looks like she got her fingertips to it. So the ball is flying around, but the Indians are not able to cling on to that. Yeah, definitely did fall short.
Good change of pace by Titash, especially slog of.
Another full delivery from Titash Sadhu will seal the game. The Bangladesh batters scamper across for a couple of runs. There is a midfield and extra runs conceded, make it 3. But India have won the match, and as Harmanpreet Kaur gestured there, India could have done it in a far more calm and collected manner. They do not. Perhaps something for the coaches to write down in their notebooks. Lots to ponder for this Nigar Sultana-led Bangladesh team. A very young team, a promising team here at the Sylhet International Stadium will be walking home happy, as will be the visiting side, who close out a fortnight-long tour with a 5 T20i series win in a very, very comprehensive and emphatic fashion.
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Download T Sports app to enjoy exciting games and highlights. Visit tsports.com.